Hi, my crafting friends. All right, I'm back with, yeah, I know, you're going to be shocked, another Cricut card. I'm just Cricut crazy right now, and you know how we all go through our phases, like tags, minis, you know, layouts, make them look distressed, make them grungy, make them cutesy. Anyhow, I'm just totally Cricketed out right now, and we're going to be making a card using Straight from the Nest. It's an adorable cartridge, and I absolutely love it, and I'm hooked right now on craft cardstock. Yeah, like I've never used it before, right? And the K & Company, Carol and Gavin, sorry if you can't see it very well, greenhouse paper stack. Super pretty, and just the colors and the texture, it feels like recycled. I think it is recycled paper, but it totally lends itself well to the craft cardstock and so many of the Cricut cartridges right now. So anyways, let's get started because this will be my second time making it. I've already prepped quite a few things just because I wanted to show you. I stitched on one of the mats, and I want to show you how I pull the threads to the back so that you don't see any from the front. And I always only end up with threads on just one little corner, and I never take my needle out, and maybe I'll do a tutorial on that. So it's going to be another creatively folded card. I had the inspiration from these invitations that I made for the twins' first birthday. They're now 5, but let me cover the inside info. It folds open like this. All the information was right here, and then it folded over, and it says you're invited for one wild time. And I cut everything out from some pattern paper, all the little animals and stuff. So these were their invitations, and I was cleaning and I found it, and I wanted to make a card that was similar. So I've taken the craft cardstock. It's 5.5 by 11. I've scored it at 3.5 by 7. Excuse me, I've scored it at 3.5 and then again at 7 inches. So we're just going to go ahead and fold. The larger flap is going to be the outside, and the smaller flap will be the inside. The camera just a bit. I keep going out of frame. Okay, so we're just going to burnish our edges. I've taken a little strip. This is what the back looks like. This is the back of this paper. And I believe it was Mad Martha, and I don't remember who she said she got the idea from, but I just took a little strip of this paper that was left, and I stitched right down the middle, and then I just not ruffled it, but fringed it with some scissors, and then I've glued it down, just a little added interest. I've inked around all the edges of the cardstock, and I've already put my tape on so we could keep this moving quickly. Someone asked about my tweezers, and I'll be doing a Q&A video because I've had quite a few questions, and then if I don't answer them right on the spot, then I forget, and I'm really sorry. But my tweezers I got from a hardware store. It's not Home Depot, but I'm sure you can find them there, and they're super sharp. I have quite a collection of tweezers. I love tweezers, if you haven't already noticed. And like these are like, they even come with a little case because they are like so precision. Not a case, a little foam, a little rubber covering. And I actually have this really cool tool. I don't have it right at my desk, but in one of my videos I will show it. It's a tweezer thing, really neat. Okay, so this is the inside. So for the outside I have this mat, and let me show you what I do when I stitch. When I sew on any cards or anything, this is how you pull your threads to the back, and I'm sure some of you have seen it. Maybe some of you.
Please, could you open this?
Yeah, can you go ask your sister, please?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, what I do is the thread, and I don't ever care when I'm stitching on my paper what color my bobbin thread is, only the top thread, because that's what's going to show. So what you do is you turn, and I hope you can see this so it's not too blurry. You turn your paper over and you pull the bobbin thread, you just give it a little tug, and it actually pulls the top thread through. And that's how I get it to come to the back. Like I said, just give it a little tug, and it's not working. Oh, there it is. Okay. And then once you get it through, like a little loop will come through. I'm having a hard time with this one, of course, when I'm trying to just keep tugging at it till you see it. There it is. See, it's where tweezers and sharp little something comes in handy. And then you just work that top thread to the back. Okay? So then you don't see any cut threads on the front, and it secures it back here. So I'm just going to trim those little thread tails off just a tad, and then I'm going to put some tape over that to secure it. I have a couple videos. I got my tag from Emily. I just saw her. She did her video on the tag that she got from me. And when I do my video with her tag, I will explain where I got the stamp and all that cool stuff. I've been a stamper for a really long time, so there's actually some stamp companies that aren't even in business anymore. Okay, so we're just going to put that right here in the front. I've inked around the edges of this also. Okay. We'll do all our little elements that go on here first before I add the tree. I have a stamp set from Stampin' Up. It's called Smarty Pants. And I love the show Leave It to Beaver. And so I was super excited when I found this one. It's from Ward Cleaver. He was the dad. And it says, "You're never too old to do goofy stuff." And if you know me, you know that I believe in that 100%. So that's going to be our phrase. And we're just going to stamp it right here in the corner. Okay, you're never too old to do goofy stuff. And then with a brown ink, just because I don't really want the black and I want it to match with this, I'm going to take one of my handmade stamps, handmade just so that they know you made it, obviously, and stamp that right on the back. Always stamp your cards, sign them, scribble the year, whatever, because you'll, trust me, it's just a great idea. All right, so then I've taken just with a Stampin' Up punch. It's a corner punch. I've just punched out a little piece of brown cardstock, and we're going to just, for some texture, we're going to run it through the Fiskars the crimper. Runs right through. If you don't have one of these, it's an old school tool, but it just adds so much. I mean, it's super easy, and I just love it. So we're just going to add a pop dot to this so we can pop it off of our card. And just trim that into 2 pieces. And then peel off our liner. And then we're just going to add that right into the corner right here. Okay, and then I've taken a little tiny flower. I've already put it on some little glue dots, and we're just going to put it right there because it matches the flowers that are in here. Okay, and then I've taken did I already say? Maybe not. Straight from the Nest cartridge, I cut that tree out at 4.5 inches. I've ran the top green layer through the Spots and Dots Cuttlebug embossing folder. I've inked around all the edges, and so we're just, I put some foam tape, and we're just going to pop the actual tree off from the shadow base, okay? So that's just going to go right, oh wait, let me back up before I do that. Let me slide my jute twine, excuse me. Totally loving the rebirth of an old favorite, courtesy of Mary and Mary Card Crazy 09 and made by Momo. And especially with the craft cardstock. Okay, I'm a little off on my tree. Okay, I'm not going to get it off easily, so we're not going to worry about it. Yeah, hemp and jute twine were so popular for so long, and then it's just like fashion that it all comes back, and it was a nice revisit when I saw them starting to use it. I'm like, I'm so gonna crack mine out. So there we go, we have our little tree, okay, and that'll be our last thing that we add onto our card. So I'm just gonna put glue on half of it because it's gonna extend past the flap. Sorry if I keep going out of frame. I keep forgetting how I have my camera positioned. Okay, so I've just put glue on that side, and then we will match it up here so that it goes right up against my saying. It doesn't extend past this side of the card over here, and it fits perfectly. So, super cute card, super easy. I just love it. What would be really cool too is stitch these 2 sides closed and then make another card like that could actually just slide right inside. And then that could be, this could be actually, even your envelope. Granted, you wouldn't do all this if you're going to mail it, but this could be like a card like this, You could decorate the front, you could seal it, and this, if you stitched it down here and made it a pocket, that could be where you slip your card into. Otherwise, this is your card. Okay? So anyways, I hope you guys like it. I had fun making it, and remember, you're never too old to do goofy stuff. That's our quote of the day. Be inspired, ladies, and enjoy this beautiful weather. If you're in California, sorry. Anyways, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.